Hey, Naomi, I just sent this month's child support payment.
Wow, a day early?
I'm traveling for business starting tomorrow. I wanted to make sure it arrives in time.
Oh, okay. I see you're as busy as ever. You never change, do you? You always working is why I got tired of being with you. And also why you lost custody of Sandra.
Honestly, it still doesn't make sense to me. You cheated on me, you broke up our marriage. Why did you get custody of Sandra?
The judge clearly thought you were too focused on work to raise Sandra properly.
I guess you do have a point. I traveled a lot for my work. My parents have already passed, my sister is married and lives in another state. I don't even have any relatives who could help me out. I wanted to make sure Sandra has a good life. That's why I agreed to overpay child support. I'm giving you $2,500 a month. Double what you were legally entitled to.
Yeah, your salary is basically your only redeeming quality. Thanks to you, we're doing quite well. Much appreciated.
Make sure you use it for Sandra.
I know.
By the way, you're gonna get Sandra a cell phone? She's old enough to have her own.
Why do you ask?
She's a sophomore in high school. All the girls her age have phones. It's the only way they can keep in contact with one another. I figured Sandra might be missing out on a social life without me.
She's not really interested in having a phone.
Really? It could be good to have one if she ever got into trouble. I thought it would be for the best if she had one.
Is that all you want? I have to go to work now. Can this conversation be over? I'll think about the phone.
Okay, thanks. Give my love to Sandra.
Hey, Dad. Sorry to message you so late. It's me, Sandra.
Sandra? Is it you? Really?
Yeah, I found your number in Mom's phone.
Oh, I see. I guess your mom finally gave you a phone then.
Yeah, Mom got me one when I got into high school. All the other girls had one, and I guess Mom was hearing from a lot of friends that she should get me one. So, she wasn't really thrilled about it, though.
Oh, well, I'm glad you finally got one. Thanks for messaging me.
I'm glad to talk to you, Dad.
But wait, last time I talked to your mom, she said that you weren't interested in getting a phone. Did you change your mind?
I think she probably just didn't want us talking to each other.
You think so?
I've had a phone for a while now, Dad. She was lying to you.
Well, I guess I can see why she would feel that way. She'd probably get jealous if you were talking to me without her knowing.
Hey, Dad. About custody. I'm living with Mom right now, but that's only until I'm 15, right? Then I can choose who I want to live with, can't I?
Yeah, that's right. Wow, you were listening pretty well during the divorce.
I want to live with you, Dad.
You do?
All I need is somewhere to sleep. Anywhere is fine. I'll work to earn my own money for food, and I'll clean around the house.
Sandra, are you okay?
I think you might need to help me out with the paperwork and stuff for transferring schools, but I'll do as much as I can by myself, okay?
Sandra, slow down. You're aware how far I live, right? You're in New York and I'm in Ohio.
Yeah, I know. I'm fine living anywhere, Dad. I don't mind moving. All I need is for you to say it's okay.
Sandra, why are you asking me about this all of a sudden?
Well, Mom got a new boyfriend.
Boyfriend, huh?
I mean, Mom's single, so it's whatever. She can date whoever she wants, even if she has a daughter. But she kicks me out whenever he comes over to our house.
No?
I understand, and that's partially why I go to work as often as I can after school. But he's staying overnight more often lately.
Oh, wait, she kicks you out of the house overnight?
Yeah, but there's a nice older lady living across the street who lets me stay with her, so that's not a huge problem.
No, that's a really big problem.
Also, I'm working 3 jobs, but we're still having trouble paying for food. I've lost 30 pounds this last year.
You what? I'm giving her more than enough in child support.
You are? She said that you haven't paid any child support since I started high school.
What?
She said your company went bankrupt, so you couldn't pay anymore.
That's not true at all. My company is doing great. I've been paying her $2,500 a month, same as before.
You're paying that much?
I don't believe it. She's been lying to you about child support. What is she doing with that money?
Like I said, Dad, I don't want to live here anymore. Mom's not here right now, so I thought this might be my only chance to talk to you about this.
I understand everything, Sandra. Let's meet up and talk in person. I have the day off tomorrow. I'll take the first flight there in the morning. Can you meet me at the airport without Mom noticing?
Yeah, I think I can.
Okay, wait for me at the arrival gate.
Gotcha. I can't wait to see you, Dad. Hey, Dad. Thanks for yesterday.
No problem, Sandra. Where are you staying tonight?
My teacher's house. She said she talked to you about our situation and said I could stay here whenever I want. So here I am. LOL.
Glad to hear it. Well, lucky you got placed with such a trustworthy teacher. Tell her I said thanks again.
Will do.
Okay, so just like we planned, we'll aim to get you out of there during summer break, okay?
Yeah. Thank you so much for helping me, Dad. I know you're really busy with work.
Don't worry about it, it's not a problem at all. You're my daughter, and family always comes first. You can rely on me for anything.
Thanks, Dad. I love you.
Matt, what's going on? What did you say to Sandra?
What's your problem?
She says she doesn't want to live with me, that she wants to move in with you. It sounds like you've been talking to each other an awful lot, Matt. How dare you? I am her mother. I have custody of her.
When she's 15, she can choose for herself, Naomi.
What?
Don't you remember? The judge said we should consider transferring custody to me when Sandra's 15.
Wait. You're always traveling for business, though. You can't take care of her. You might be financially capable, but you'll be gone all the time. What will you do while she's home alone?
About that, my company is creating a new headquarters here in Ohio. So I can keep doing my same job without having to travel as much. I'll be able to look after her just fine. And my sister and her husband are moving back into town, so when I'm gone, she can stay with them. There won't be any problem with her living with me.
No way.
Not to mention, you're in no position to be objecting to her choice.
What's that supposed to mean?
I've been sending you $2,500 a month in child support, Naomi. What have you been doing with that money?
Well, you know, the usual stuff. Her tuition, transportation, tutor, supplies. She's going to a good private school. You know that costs money, don't you?
Naomi, you know we've been talking to each other, Naomi. I know everything. How long are you going to keep lying to me? You said she was going to an expensive private school. So you can imagine my shock when Sandra told me what was actually going on. She's going to a public school. She rides a bike to school, so she doesn't even need any transport. She doesn't have a tutor, and on top of that, you lied to her and said I wasn't paying child support. You made her take 3 jobs to pay for living expenses. I was at a loss for words when I met her the other day for the first time in 3 years. She was nothing but skin and bones. She's lost 30 pounds when she should be growing. She's lost 30 pounds when she should be growing. Do you have any idea what you've been putting her through?
Oh, come on, she's just on a diet. Girls her age are sensitive about their weight.
I'm not finished. What says to hear about you kicking her out of the house at night so you can be alone with your boyfriend? What the hell is wrong with you, Naomi?
Oh my god, she told you about that?
Yeah, she did, but that's not all. I hired a private detective.
You what?
I know you've been spending my child support payments on your boyfriend, Naomi.
Oh no.
I also understand that he's there with you right now. So I bet Sandra's been kicked out of the house as usual. Don't worry though, I've already arranged a safe place for her to stay. She's never coming back to you again, Naomi.
What? Why not?
It's Sandra's choice. I'm speaking to my lawyer tonight about taking over custody of her.
You can't do that. What am I supposed to do with her child support payments?
Yeah, the PI said you'd quit your job to spend more time with your boyfriend. But I'll be suing you to recover every single penny that you spent on your boyfriend or yourself instead of her. So you better find yourself a job, and quick.
Oh god, no. How much is that gonna be?
I'll have to talk to my lawyer for a more accurate calculation, but based on what I've heard from Sandra, you're looking at something around $60,000.
60 grand?
Roughly, yeah, like I said. My lawyer's working on it.
You hired a lawyer?
Yep, but I recommend you do the same.
Matt, wait just 1 second, please. I don't understand any of this. What should I do now?
Ask your lawyer. Goodbye, Naomi. I planned the timing for when Sandra's school went into summer vacation. This way, there wouldn't be any risk of Naomi coming to get her while she was at school. My former in-laws apparently talked some sense into her, so the custody transfer went smoothly. You should have seen the look on my face when the judge pounded his gavel. We found a great school for her in the area, and got her admitted just in time for the start of the new school year. Naomi, well, her parents cut her off. She went into debt to pay off the money she owed me. When her boyfriend learned where she was getting her money from, he dumped her. With no one to support her and nowhere to go, she had to leave New York. Last I heard, she was working at a dive bar in some podunk little town.
Where are you? Are you out shopping? Aren't you usually home at this hour? Why is the house all messy? There's stuff scattered all over the place and on the floor. Is everything all right? I'm getting kind of worried. Oh, you're home already. You're earlier than I was expecting. How was school? You had a good day? It's just school, nothing special, just the usual. Why do you ask? You never ask. Hey, Mary, I need to tell you something important. I'm leaving. Moving out of the house. I don't understand. What do you mean you're leaving? Are you avoiding Dad or something? Like, did you and Dad have a fight? I know Dad can be a bit of a jerk sometimes, but he always apologizes in the end. I'm sure he'll apologize like always. No, we didn't fight, honey. I'm thinking about getting a divorce. A divorce? You and Dad? Why? Why would you even think about getting a divorce? This can't be happening. I have my reasons. Anyways, take care of your dad, okay? You and him need to get along. I hope you guys have a good time together. I know you have a lot of things on your plate, but just make sure your dad is doing okay, not getting into any trouble. You're good at doing the chores and cooking anyways. You'll do a great job. Okay, honey buns, I'll see you around. What? I'll see you around? Are you serious? What has gotten into you? You think I'll just smile and send you off when I've been told my parents are getting a divorce? And my mom is leaving? I don't even understand what's going on. Please, explain everything. Oh, Mary, you're still just a child. I know you're confused, but explaining things won't make things better. This is an adult matter. You just wouldn't understand. I'm not a child. I'm almost graduating middle school, for crying out loud. I'll understand if you would just explain. What is this adult matter that you think I won't understand? Tell me. All right, I'll explain. I fell in love with another man. A wonderful man. Someone who treats me well. We want to get married, but I have to divorce your dad first. Do you understand the situation now? Well, I guess the matter wasn't so adult after all. You fell in love? Who's the guy? I mean, what's his name? His name is Kyle, and he's one gorgeous cutie pie, I tell ya. We actually go way back. We went to the same high school. And get this, he comes from a well-off family who owns a lot of land and multiple successful businesses. Kyle himself is an entrepreneur, quite successful as well. He's the type that has girls falling over at his feet, begging for his attention. Like I said before, he's gorgeous. The handsome devil. I hate how popular he is sometimes. Girls are always throwing themselves at him. Nothing really happened during high school, but we met at my high school reunion. Remember, the one from a few weeks ago? He was the one who came to talk to me first, telling me how lonely he was now that his wife passed away. Poor guy. He really had it rough. But it gave me the chance to wiggle my way into his heart. So you just decided to get married? Just like that? You literally just started getting to really know each other a few weeks ago. And now you're leaving Dad without a second thought? Oh, yes, dear. That's the plan. I've been waiting for a chance like this. It's been a long time coming. The chance for what? Well, to become the wife of someone from the upper class. Someone with status. Someone that's practically a celebrity. You think I want to stay with some lousy nobody like your father who makes just enough to get by? What a miserable life. Not to mention, everything about your father is a turnoff. I'd rather be the wife of someone like Kyle. Someone I can feel proud standing next to. And I'm sick and tired of living the life of an old hag who can only get excited about the discounts I get at the supermarket. I want to buy Dior, Prada, Louis Vuitton, the brands of every woman's dreams. I want to travel all around the world, and not just as a one-time thing. I want to be able to go where I want whenever I want. I want to feel fabulous, young, free, beautiful, alive. Things I never experienced with your dad. And now, I finally get the chance to experience a new life. I want to start over as a brand new woman.
What? You hated living with us that much? It was just that unbearable? That you'd leave the second you have the chance? So you never wanted to marry Dad? That's what you're saying, right? And I'm just a burden? And you regret ever having me? What was all this time we spent together as family? Did it mean absolutely nothing to you?
Don't misunderstand. I didn't hate it. You were a great blessing for me. I adore you so much, my little Mary. But from now on, I don't want to be seen as a mother. I want to be able to live my life as a woman, to live freely the way I please. I only have this one life to live, and I want to do everything my heart desires. I don't want to live with any regrets or broken dreams. Oh, it's nothing personal, hon.
Yeah, whatever, I get it. You want to live as a free woman. But tell me, Mom, why in the heck is the house an absolute mess? Don't tell me you just grabbed all your belongings and left the house for good in a rush. Where are you right now? You're coming back to settle the divorce with Dad, right? You wouldn't run out just like that. You wouldn't do something so irresponsible.
I'm never going back, ever again. Nope. Oh, sorry, hon. Sorry I left such a mess. I couldn't find the checkbook anywhere. Hope you guys don't mind, but I'll be taking all the money in the family's account with me. Oh, the savings, too. I know I'll be living in luxury soon enough, but for the meantime, I need all the money I can get.
You took all the money? Even the savings? What the heck are you thinking, Mom? How are we supposed to survive?
Oh, Mary, you've never heard of alimony? The wife is supposed to get a big sum of money after a divorce. Besides, all that money isn't even enough, considering that I need to contribute at least somewhat for the wedding fees. Need to make a good impression for Kyle's family, you know, even if they are filthy rich.
Even so, taking all the money is just insane. You're only thinking about yourself.
You even took everything in my piggy bank? Mary, normally I'm supposed to get tens of thousands of dollars. I'm practically letting you guys off the hook. I know you don't know about this kind of stuff, but trust me, I'm doing you a favor here. I do admit I'm probably supposed to talk it out with your dad and figure out an amount together. But I don't have time to waste like that. Not with an opportunity like this waiting for me. I need to get married to Kyle as soon as possible. Your money came from your dad's wallet anyways, so I'll be taking it all with me. You'll be fine. I'm sure you can get a job once you're in high school and earn it all back in no time, hon.
What the heck am I supposed to do now that we have no money to get by? I don't even have any time to get a job. I need to focus on my studies. You already know I was planning to go to a private high school this year. How do you expect me to pay for that? And university? Even if I'm lucky enough to get a scholarship, that just won't be enough. You're just going to abandon me in a situation like this? You don't care about me at all?
I'm really sorry, Mary. I really do want to help you out here, but this is hard for me, too. Don't you want your mom to be happy? I'm getting divorced, and we won't be a family any longer. You have to rely on your dad now. Although I can't help you out financially, I'm sure your dad will figure something out about school and whatnot. For now, I left the divorce papers on the dining table. Make sure your dad signs and submits them. I'm counting on you, Mary. I know this is really sudden, but it's all for the best, really. You'll be fine. You're a strong girl. Anyways, you take care of yourself now. Oh, love you, honey buns. See you around.
No, wait, Mom, you can't be serious.
Mary, why aren't you picking up? Call me back the instant you see this.
Oh, hello. To what do I owe the pleasure? Caroline, was it?
Darn, it's been too long. So I forgot your name. Hope I got it right. So, what's up? Mary, you came to our house, didn't you? Kyle's mother told me someone came to the house claiming that she was my daughter. What is going on? Why would you do something like that? Oh yeah, that's right. I did go to your house. I mean Kyle's house, the handsome rich fellow you left us for. I do recall you gloating about how rich he is, and how you were going to live in luxury and whatever. I guess you were right. That house was quite the magnificent sight. Breathtakingly gorgeous, really. It's too bad you weren't home. Really wanted to see ya. What kind of joke is this? I don't need you causing me trouble like this. I thought I was clear that we weren't family anymore. Why would you come to my house? No special reason, honestly. I was just curious. I mean, considering that you left me and Dad with all the family's money, I was just dying to find out how you were doing after that whole fiasco. You know, the life of luxury as a brand new woman, living life with no regrets and all that jazz. Well, your husband and his parents were home, so we chatted, got to know each other, stuff like that. Oh yeah, and they spilled the tea about everything that happened with you after you left us. What do you mean, spilled the tea? To think that you lied to all their faces, created some sob story to wiggle your way into their family? You pretended to be a widow? At your high school reunion, you told Kyle that your husband had passed away and you were all alone. On top of that, your parents-in-law were bullying you now that you were on your own. And they drove you out of the house since your husband was gone. The poor me act. What a performance from what I heard. Bravo, Caroline, bravo. I didn't think you had it in you, but hey, the things people do for money. I don't blame you. Although I have to say, I wouldn't want anyone to know that you are someone I used to call Mom. Pretty embarrassing, you know? You are a gold digger after all. How dare you call your own mother a gold digger? I didn't raise you to go around disrespecting others like that. You better watch your mouth and start treating me with respect, young lady. Sure, says the lady who takes all my tuition money, savings, living expenses, everything, without even a drop of remorse. And then you lie to some rich guy trying to get him to marry you with ulterior motives? You're planning to steal their money too, aren't you? I did say you were a gold digger, but you're just a plain old thief. So to put it in more simple terms, you don't deserve my respect. And you are not my mother. Not anymore. Oh, Mary, I am so very disappointed in you. Not only are you overreacting, you're slandering me out of spite. I love Kyle, and that is exactly the reason I decided to marry him. Gold digger, thief, ridiculous. Despite your reluctance to consider me your mom, it doesn't change the fact that I am your mom, whether you like it or not. I won't allow you to speak to me this way. My mom, please. Whether you like it or not, our relationship has been terminated, and you have no right at this point to tell me what I can and can't do. Besides, you were the one who told Kyle and his parents that you weren't able to give birth to any kids while you were with your last husband. So I'm practically non-existent, right? When I told Kyle and his parents that I was your daughter and everything, oh man, the look of shock on their faces. I thought Kyle's dad was gonna have a heart attack or something. Don't go acting like you're my mom when you practically erased me from your history, as if I never existed. Whatever, Mary. We need to get back to the point of this whole damn conversation. Why would you come to our house now, after all these years? Why? There's no reason you needed to come bother us when the divorce happened ages ago. Well, it doesn't really take a genius to figure that out. I came to get the money back. You know, the money you took. I won't let you off the hook until I get every penny back. What do you mean, took? You know that it was all consolation money. That was money I was supposed to receive from your dad either way. Consolation money? Okay. You're hella funny, Caroline. I'll give you that. It was easy to believe all the crap you spouted about when I was younger and more gullible. I'm a little smarter now, Caroline. I did my homework, and now I know better than to trust the words of a thief. Consolation money. You're really something. You weren't even supposed to receive a single penny. What kind of stupid logic is that? The wife is always supposed to get money after a divorce. Common sense. Sorry to burst your bubble, but you really aren't any smarter. But Caroline, that's where you're wrong. Let me give you a quick lesson. Consolation money? It doesn't matter if you're the husband or the wife, because if you cheat, you pay the price. And since you are the cheater, what does that mean, Caroline? Oh, yes. It means you get to pay the consolation money. Don't try to lie to me now. I know you and Kyle were involved in an affair while you were married to Dad. I made sure to check with Kyle, and sure enough, that was the case. Ever since the day of the reunion, a passionate, exciting love affair, right? You must have had the time of your life. But sorry to say, it's time for a reality check. Gotta pay your dues. You'll be paying us the consolation money this time. Oh my god. I mean, what can I say? I had no idea. You can't blame me for not knowing. People make mistakes. Either way, I don't have the money anymore. I used it all, so there's no way I can pay you back. Why do you care? It's already been years. It shouldn't be a big deal anymore. Give your mother a break already. Are you out of your mind? You think you're off the hook just because a bit of time has passed? Oh, Caroline, please tell me you're not serious. I really hope you can pay up, because otherwise you're asking for a lot of trouble. What are you saying? You know what happened after you decided to go missing with all of our money, do ya? We had to sell the house and move to some small, crappy apartment outside of the city. Not only did Dad collapse in shock after hearing the news, he had to get hospitalized after overworking. I had to give up all my hope for going to university. There was just no way it would happen. I had to take care of Dad, too. Thank God I made it into high school. But there was practically no point when I had to work multiple part-time jobs just to support the house. I had no time to do my homework, and my grades were absolutely terrible. I started working right after high school. Dad's better, but on medication. He's working again, too. You had no idea, huh? Of course you didn't. I know you couldn't have cared less. But now that you've heard the story, you still want to go on about how you don't owe us? Oh, I mean... Oh, I have all the history of our text conversations saved in my phone. Not just that, but photos of the messed up house, the divorce papers. I saved all the photos and printed them out to keep as evidence. I knew they would come in handy one day. I would never let you get away with ruining our family. After everything that happened, you didn't think I would try to get even? I had waited long enough for the day I could get my sweet revenge. The day I could look up the address of your luxurious home, so I could tear apart all your hopes and dreams in the blink of an eye. That's how much I hated your guts. Every single day, I prayed for your misery. Every single day, my mind was filled with thoughts about how I would exact my revenge. You get it now? Huh? I'm so sorry. I didn't even imagine you guys would be going through all of that. If I had known, I really don't know what to say. I also misunderstood about the consolation money. I promise it was an innocent mistake. Please forgive me. I feel terrible, I really do. Yeah, save it. I don't need your apologies. Just hand over the money. Consolation money for the affair and all the other money you owe us. Everything. You'll be paying back your debt in full. I'll make sure of it. Okay, Mary, I understand. I'll do anything I can to pay you back. Don't worry. So, can you just tell my husband and his parents that they misunderstood the situation? About you and the affair and everything. I can't have them thinking it was all true. Please, help me out here. We need to make up a story to make sure things are back to normal. And why should I do that? How are Kyle and I supposed to go back to our life together like this? Not only Kyle, but his parents would never forgive me. Who knows if they'd even let me stay? I can't get a divorce. I just can't. Mary, you have to get me out of this situation. I'll make sure I pay you back everything, I promise. So do me a favor and let's make this fair. I can't live without Kyle. Caroline, I really do want to help. I'm really sorry about this. I feel bad, I do. It's just that we really aren't a family anymore. Can't really help you here. Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine, though. You got this. You'll figure it out somehow. What the heck, Mary? I can't believe you, you little brat. You just go around messing up someone else's family and leave? Just like that? Who do you think you are? I'm your mom. Your family. You don't feel any compassion for my situation at all. Have you no heart? Stop making me laugh. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, the irony. Sucks to be you, because I don't really have a mom, and so I won't be able to help you out. Don't got time for your disgusting little games. Bugger off now. I'll be sending an invoice for all your payments in a few days. Take care until then. Need you to be alive and well in order to get my payments. Mary, wait a sec. I'm not done talking to you. Don't go off now. Mary. Mary! After everything that happened, me and my dad made sure to send Caroline a statement demanding consolation money, in addition to all the money she took from us. Thank goodness for her. Kyle paid the debt in full for her first, although now it seems like Kyle is the one she'll be paying back from now on. Kyle even apologized to us, saying that even though he didn't know about the situation, he felt somewhat responsible for what happened to us. He ended up paying us even more consolation money, aside from the money Caroline owed us. I guess Kyle was a nice guy after all. I was able to apply for university with that money, so now I'm having the time of my life, enjoying the college experience. I'm just glad I get to do things my own age now. Surprisingly enough, Kyle didn't demand a divorce or anything, so Caroline just has her hands full with the debt that she now owes him. Looks like she's working on a farm that Kyle's family owns, doing heavy, dirty labor day and night, trying to pay them back. Quite the luxurious life she was dreaming of when she screwed us over.